There's something about a bike like the BMW R 1290 2026 that immediately feels different the moment you see it in person, and it's not trying to compete with aggressive super bikes or high-tech adventure machines. Instead, it leans into a more classic, almost timeless character, and that's exactly what makes it stand out, especially for riders in the US who want something that feels personal rather than just fast. And when you walk around it, the design speaks quietly but confidently, with that signature boxer engine sitting out in the open, the clean lines, the exposed metal, and the kind of detail that makes you want to slow down and actually look at the bike instead of just jumping on and riding away. And once you do get on it, the first thing you notice is how natural the riding position feels. It's upright without being boring, relaxed without feeling lazy, and there's this balance that makes it comfortable for city rides but still engaging enough for longer stretches. And when you fire it up, that boxer engine has a character of its own. It's not about screaming high RPMs, it's more about that deep, steady pulse that you can feel through the bike, and as you start rolling, the power delivery feels smooth and predictable, not overwhelming, but definitely strong enough to keep things interesting, especially when you open it up on a clear road. And what really stands out is how connected everything feels: the throttle, the engine, the road beneath you. It all comes together in a way that makes the ride feel more involved, more real. And that's something you don't always get with modern bikes that rely heavily on electronics. And speaking of that, the tech here is present but not intrusive. You've got the essentials like riding modes, traction control, and a clean digital display, but nothing feels overcomplicated. It's all there to support the ride rather than define it. And when it comes to handling, the bike feels stable and planted, especially through corners. It's not trying to be razor sharp like a track bike, but it's confident, predictable, and easy to trust, which makes a big difference whether you're cruising through city streets or carving through back roads. And the suspension does a solid job of keeping things smooth without disconnecting you from the road, so you still get that feedback that makes riding enjoyable. And visually, this is where the R 1290 really makes its statement, because it doesn't follow trends, it builds its own identity, and that retro-modern mix works incredibly well, especially if you're someone who appreciates design as much as performance. And it's also the kind of bike that invites customization. You can easily imagine making small changes to reflect your own style, which adds another layer of connection between rider and machine. And overall, the BMW R 1290 2026 isn't trying to be the fastest or the most advanced bike out there, and honestly, that's its biggest strength, because it focuses on delivering a riding experience that feels authentic, balanced, and enjoyable every single time you get on it. And for riders in the US who want something that blends classic style with modern reliability, something that feels just as good parked outside a cafe as it does cruising down an open road, this bike makes a very strong case for itself. And once you spend some time with it, you start to realize that it's not just about getting from one place to another, it's about how the ride feels in between. And that's where the R 1290 quietly proves why it still matters.